Saxon Advanced Mathematics. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was almost done with this cosine half angle identity and my phone ran out of storage. Ooh, that is bad. So let me just pick up roughly where we were. We'd taken the third form of the cosine double angle. We were solving it for cosine squared on the other side. So we subtracted, we added the 1, and then we divided by 2. And then we took the square root of it. We had this lovely thing. Then we played the game where we swapped a and put x over 2 in its place. And in order to simplify this as quickly as possible without making a complex fraction inside of this radical sign, I calculated over here that 2a would become 2 times x over 2, and then these guys would cancel, so 2a equals x. So I swapped this 2a out for an x, and this a for an x over 2, and this is what I got, which is our half angle identity for cosine. And then I pointed out to you that sometimes mathematicians and college professors like to see the 1 in front, and I'll show you why in a minute. So you can use it like this, but you can also just switch it around and put the 1 in front. It doesn't make any difference, right? So this is our half angle identity for cosine. In a future lesson, we're going to use these to actually calculate some values, and you'll see what good half angle and double angle identities are. Okay, now I also told you that I realized when I copied the third form over, I realized, dang, when I copied the second form over, when we were developing the sine of x over 2, I forgot that too. So let's go back and fix it. And so I did that all in blue. If I put the 2 in here, then I follow the steps exactly along. I subtracted the 1 to get it on the other side. And then I divided, instead of dividing by -1, I divided by -2, right? Because I had a coefficient of -2 right here. So I just divided by -2. Those canceled. -2 is over here. So now the signs on these change, but I'm left with a denominator of 2, right? So this minus sign turns this negative and this positive. So I flip them around. There's the positive, there's the negative, but it's over 2. We take the square root. The 2 just rides along in the denominator. Nothing more happens to the 2. It just ends up there in the denominator, and there is the pretty form without the mistake in it, right? So, sorry, I hope you were not distracted the whole time that I was doing this. You're like, where's the 2, lady? Oops, I forgot. Everyone makes mistakes, and that was my chance. I'm just happy that when I went back to fix my mistake, I realized, oh, it doesn't change much in this calculation. You just go back and trace it all the way through. This is the way it should have looked from the first place. Now, let me tell you about why a lot of people like to see this written as 1 plus cosine of x. Because look, when you have sine, the half angle sine identity, it's 1 minus cosine over 2. It has to be in this order, right? Well, it doesn't have to be, but this is much more useful here because it puts the minus sign in the middle, right? We have 1 minus cosine x. So that's why when people look at the cosine half angle, they like to see 1 plus cosine of x. Preserves the order, changes the sign. That's why this one is considered just kind of preferable. Most people just think that looks a little bit better. It parallels the other one a little bit better. It just looks nice. So there you have it. Make sure you get these corrections in your notes. And I apologize, that was just bad. It was just bad. But you know, mistakes happen. It's okay. All right, that is the end of lesson 90. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm sorry for the mistake. I hope I served it well. Thank you. Goodbye.